All right, Joseph Downey with Esports News Network here with KD at the Pittsburgh Pokémon Regional. How was your event yesterday?
So my event yesterday, I had a great battles throughout the whole day. I had a few, hiccups every now and then, but overall great battles. Finished 3-4, but great battles overall too. Yeah.
Great. All right, so I understand that your first game was to no fault of your own an automatic loss. All had to do with team sheet stuff. Furthering the bracket, were you in a mindset of like you're already down one and it's going to be harder to come back up, or did you put yourself in a mindset of I'm down in the lower player area, so I have an easier way up?
So my whole overall mindset is more like take each game take each game game by game, because no matter how much rounds you have left, try to win each game because it's gonna get better and better. Even though I started with the round loss, I'm like I'm gonna work my way back up, and then after the round 1 loss, I had won my next 2 games in a row. And then I ended up playing one of my teammates or my roommates I came with, and it was just like a very tough matchup. But he ended up winning the matchup, and he actually made day 2, so I'm very happy for him.
That's awesome, very cool. So, talking about teammates, actually, do you want to tell people about how team building with other players works and having a practice group, how that influences how well you do at regionals and stuff?
Of course. So when it comes, let's say, especially if you're a newer player, I say team building is very one of the bigger things, because a lot of times being a newer player, it's always good to have very great friends to have around to test best of 3, stuff like that right there. Because the more practice battles you can do, it kind of helps you get better for regionals because because it's all best of 3 open team sheet. So the more you get more practice, it really helps a lot, and having friends really helps the process a lot better too.
Great. So tell us about your individual team then. You've got Hisuian Arcanine, you've got Dragonite. Were these influential in your games this week, or are these just some of your favorites?
So basically, the Arcanine plush was my first day 2 from my last year's regional season. And my first day 2, and Arcanine was my MVP. The original Cantonian Arcanine was my MVP from that. So they didn't have one, so I got the closest thing right there, which is the Hisuian Arcanine. But these were my favorite Pokemon from last season. This time, though, my team was more so, standard, Tornadus, Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Thunder Main, because one of the best Pokemon in the whole format, Chi-Yu, and then my other 2 was Rillaboom, and then it was, I can't remember the last one. It'll come to me though. I think, Chi-Yu, Thunder Main, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Tornadus, and Landers. Can't forget Landers, of course. So more of a standard team. I love the team overall, so I definitely say it's more so me not playing to my best yesterday, so it happens at regional, but I'll definitely bounce back next one going forward though, for sure.
Perfect. And so you did mention earlier when we were talking that Kyogre was a big part of your last season in Sword and Shield.
Correct.
So you play with weather teams.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to the weather teams opening up a little bit more when more Pokemon are introduced into newer formats?
So yes and no, but I explained both of those. I am very looking forward to Kyogre, the weather team that, because this makes something I've always been comfortable with playing with, since I started Sword and Shield till now. Generation 9 is probably valid. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I really hope they have Solgaleo back in the game. If they don't, I'll be a little bit upset, but it's fine though. But I'm really looking to Kyogre, Groudon, even Zacian and the newer Pokemon from Generation 8, and also see what Generation 9 have for the newer Pokemon, because we're still not sure, because the 2 DLCs are coming up very soon, which I'm very excited for as well, too.
All right, so speaking outside of regionals, internationals, all these officials, you are also the captain of Team Jamaica for the Victory Road World Cup. Tell us about Victory Road World Cup and Team Jamaica.
So, Team Jamaica was something, was a newer team. We actually got together last year for Victory Cup World Cup. I love the overall experience, because the thing with Victory Road and also to World Cup, just seeing the different players on certain different teams, and just, a lot of times you end up playing, some of your good friends that just for your team building group per se, some of the times. And especially for Victory Road, they've done so much, always host great events for a lot of, big players which everyone can play in as well. Anytime, let's say, if they have any, online event going on, any grassroots going on that weekend, it's always a great way to play, take a look, because it's great practice, and also too for the World Cup. It's a very fun, few months competition where you're playing different countries, different people, stuff like that right there. And then the skill level is so just great for skill level wise, because everyone's there, such great competitors, such high competitors as well. So it's a great way to play different people, get more experience, and also build as a new player going forward.
Great. Well, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you the rest of this year, and have a great rest of the season.
Thank you as well.